What are you doing? Hello. See if this is working. I think it's working. I could be wrong. It's kind of finicky. But it looks like it's working for me. Let's try. I think it's working. Looks like it's working. Hello. It's very early. I don't know if anybody will join. It's another Q&A. What's up, Warrior of the Shire? Glad you can hear me. We're doing another Q&A hot take edition. I got time to shoot, time to kill. It's a rainy work day. Got a couple jobs to look at, nothing crazy. So, and I got a lot of drive time. So good morning, good evening for some in other parts of the world. But mainly good morning. You guys are spelling the bad word. No more gamer words in the chat. Alright. So how are you guys doing today? Y'all alright? It's very early, so I'm not sure how many people will come in. But hopefully a good amount. Usually it piles in. As time goes on, more people show up. So, but I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos about some news-related shit about January 6th. It looks like, and the Darrell Brooks case. The Darrell Brooks case is some of the funniest shit I've seen in a while. I don't know if anybody's been watching it. I hope you have. I don't think Rekieta's been streaming it. Maybe he has. I don't know. I don't watch Rekieta. I don't know. I don't watch any of the law tubers. It's like a whole thing itself. And it's kind of weird. But it is what it is, I guess. And it's been kind of funny. The box forts that he builds are kind of entertaining. So. What's up, GB? How are you? I don't know if there's going to be enough people to hop on this morning. It's so early. Probably should have waited till the afternoon. I might actually do that if I don't get enough people in the next like 20 minutes or so. That's what I get for starting so damn early. I saw that Ear Juice streamed last night. I haven't watched the whole thing. I saw Grossly called in. I saw the Hypa chick. I'm not sure who else called in. I kind of skimmed through it this morning, but I haven't watched it. It's like 4 hours long. But I did see that he was streaming about the Council of Evil, about Axel. So I can only imagine Axel's response is going to be completely unhinged and demanding that he hangs for it. So, if I had to guess. But who knows? So, Might be cutting in and out a little bit from time to time. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, Ralph did content belt. I have been dealing with the Ralph community. I don't know what to call them. They call themselves the A-Law community, which is pretty fucking cringy, but okay. Question: why does Gahul's site always have some CP in the threads? You know, I don't know. I can't answer why that is. I don't know. Maybe the Jannies are asleep. They don't have filterings. Like, I don't know. Like, good morning. Good morning, Seth. Maybe they don't have like a filtration thing, like where he can put in keywords or like certain type of like systems in place for that. I know that 4chan does, and that they automatically report stuff to the FBI and all that shit. When it comes in, it's the reason why the site's still up. And they have a really good system about it. But overall, I have no idea. Gahul is only, I think, one person running it, right? It's a one-man operation. So maybe when Gahul's in bed and night time, people just go, mods are asleep, and just start flooding it. I mean, I don't know. Have you heard the audio of Cog's brother calling him a pedophile? Yes, I have, HD. I am aware that his brother had, but they see the problem with the audio itself, regardless of whatever, is just a story that there's no like verifiable evidence. There's no text messages. There's no pictures of them together. There's no, and Cog really won't answer it. I guess he kind of gets mad about it, and also Cog and his brother hate each other, which is kind of sad that family hates each other that much. But they don't like each other at all. And Cog's brother has gone on the record to go on Ralph's show to defame Cog. So sadly, the evidence to suggest that he was dating a 14-year-old really doesn't exist. I don't know. Cog would have to come out of his way to say, yeah, it's all true. You know, get fucked, everyone, da-da-da-da-da. So, at least that's my opinion on it. Cog has like 7 siblings. I don't know. I have no idea. The only thing I don't like about Cog is how he does interviews. That's about it. When he did my interview and he did Faith's interview, I didn't like either of them. Other than that, I'm fine with Cog. What do I think about the no? Listen, okay. Funny story. I was just kind of getting to that before you asked the question about Cog. So the no Ralph November thing. Okay, guys. Let me give you a walkthrough of this scenario. Some of you people might not know this. So Ralph, the anti-Ethan Ralph people, which I'm at the top of the list of anti-Ralph. I think I could safely say, and everyone could unanimously agree, that my disdain for Ethan fucking Ralph is so high on the scale that it just breaks the scale every time. There is nothing more than I hate Ethan Ralph. However, there are people who are autistic, and they're mainly from Kiwi Farms, which we'll get into Kiwi Farm shit in a minute, because there's some shit to that too. But they believe that they are the true anti-Ethan Ralph coalition, and they truly believe, it's like indoctrination, that they will defeat Ethan Ralph, as if they're in a real battle for supremacy of I don't know what. I guess to scorch earth, to make Ralph kill himself, I think is the end goal, because they refer to themselves as the A-Log community. Well, this A-Log community, ran by Kenosha and like Christorian X people and Vickers and those kind of people, they recognized that unanimously hating Ethan Ralph to a degree of wanting to kill him, like physically find, there are literal discords, right? A-hogs. Yeah, Ralph's a fat fuck. He's gonna die anyways, Fat J. He doesn't need help. But these guys will literally plan ways of killing Ralph, like in these discords, these Gunton discords. They're like literal people just show up, and then all they do is they gay up. They gay up the whole time. They're literally like they'll have like people posting Twitter accounts of like Reupers, or like people who are unironically supportive of Ralph with no evidence, and they'll be like, this guy loves Ralph, he should fucking his life, and they'll go their way to try to like find that, dox that guy on Twitter, like that anime avatar on Twitter that said Ralph was based, and then they'll call the guy's work, and they'll do all this crazy, stupid shit. Or whatever. Shit like that. Like, they'll just constantly brigade it, and then when they get the guy to delete everything, they think of it as a win, and they think that if they just whittle down every pay pig, or every fan of Ralph, that Ralph's fans will be, like, literally terrorized to the point where they will never support Ethan Ralph again. Come home, son. Come home. Cope. Alright, let's see. Is it back yet? They should be back. I don't know. Like losing half the chat. Fucking swear, man. It's back? Okay, Fat. Sorry about that. Sometimes, don't leave. If you see it just randomly, like doing like a random pause or freeze, don't leave. It's just the area I'm in briefly is going through a little dead zone. So, it will come back. Yeah, I don't, HD, it's like a weird war. It's a weird war going on. He flagged it down. Son, come home, tumor takes. Anyways, yeah, me and Shaggy are in a ceasefire. But anyway, so that's where we're at with the Shaggy question. But, yeah, no, so the Kenosha guys and the anti-Ralph guys have realized that, their terrorist tactics of like trying to SWAT and dox as many Ralph pay pigs as possible on the Steam. What's on the Steam? I don't know what that means. Was a bad idea, or at least they've realized that they've gotten too angry. So Kenosha and them's bright idea is to do a no Ralph November, where they're supposed to never talk about Ralph or link to Ralph for one whole month. They're all supposed to do anything but think about Ethan Ralph, which is just funny because it's a self-admittance that they know that they're mentally ill about Ralph, that they're it's affecting a detriment to their actual real life, that they need a break from Ralph, and they have to put it in a holiday of sorts to justify it because they're so fucked up in the head. Ethan Ralph, they don't know how to focus. Kenosha and them are fucking insane. They're literally insane. Their justification for anything else going on doesn't make any sense. Ralph is a piece of shit. Ralph deserves a noose around his neck. That'll never not happen, right? Ralph's gonna die alone and miserable, or choking on his own fat. Who knows? But these guys are just as bad as Ralph, if not worse, at times, and they're cringy as fuck about it. If you have to do a hashtag no Ralph November, not only have you lost and gave Ralph a W, but you should probably just end your own life, because there's a lot of other problems going on in your life where that you have let a fat, retarded wigger, alcoholic, be attached to your fucking mental note to such a degree that you physically get ill when you don't think about him. You could come and talk about that with us instead about Ralph. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Doomer takes. I don't know who you're talking about. What you're meaning by talk to you? Who's us? What do you want? I don't know what that means. Yeah, the separation anxiety will be too much, but that's what they're gonna do. So I decided to poke a little fun at them, Seth. A couple days ago, I joined one of their Gunt Discords. The Gunt News Network one for a brief minute, and with a couple people who wanted to just have some fun. And unironically now, Seth, I'm going to say this for the record because it's totally true. They believe, and it's completely true, guys. It's completely true. This isn't satire. They believe, Seth, that I literally write for Ethan Ralph's show, The Tequila Sunrise and The Kill Stream with Bibble, and that me and Bibble are the new co-hosts. And they gave me this tag for mocking them for being so fucking crazy, that Ralphamale. So I told them that this is a Ralph server now, and they'll never go back to being an anti-Ralph server because Ralph won in their minds, and that he's just rent-free. And so Kenosha and them have labeled me as a literal Ralph supporter who is a writer for the Kill Stream, who's best friends with Ethan. I'm not making this shit up. I wish I was, Seth. They really believe this. It's, it's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I love it. I love it so much. I want Ralph to embrace it and say, yeah, I work in the background on the kill stream. It's a fucking amazing, Seth. And you should love him too. All right, let's see. I love Ralph, and you should love him too. I hate Ralph. Fuck Ralph. How long until PPP is back with Kotsky? Well, I think they're already back, right? Like they're just taking a week off for I don't know. I don't know why. It's not like Worski's gonna go and go to rehab, or his parents are gonna get involved in his coke habit. You know, outlines now, boy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Quit being gay. Mormon femboy, get out of here. Yeah, I don't know when, but I will tell you this. So I got my Halloween costume, Ghost, and it's gonna be great. Percy Cassidy and then we're gonna tweet out a picture of it. I don't want to say, but it is an ode to Worski, and you guys will very much enjoy it when I send the picture out. And I'm gonna have Percy Cassidy tweet it out. It's at Worski. So I'm hoping Worski appreciates the costume for Halloween that I'm going to be wearing. Will PPP dress up as a gun again for Halloween? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's going through his own stuff. I don't know what Ashton is thinking right now. I talked to him briefly in between him and Godwinson's videos. I have still not watched all of them because I don't know. I don't really want to. I know the meat of the potatoes, you know, and the meat and the potatoes of the whole matter, so I don't need to sit down and like listen to Godwinson just rip apart PPP's take and PPP cope and about Godwinson's take. I just don't need to. I know what it is, so I get it. Trans JMK1, he kind of did, didn't he? Godwinson videos were actually entertaining again. Yeah, I saw some of them. And I caught the end of some of PPP's. When I say saw some of them, out of like the 3-hour streams and 2-hour streams that they did, I saw like 30 minutes of each video. Maybe. I kind of skimmed through them. Can I get into a road accident? No, Mr. N-word. No, I can't die for you. I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment that you want me dead, though. I wonder why. Godwinson salty videos are depressing. Well, it's okay. What we're watching, when you watch those, here's what I want you to take from that, right? Let's take away like the Kino or like the IBS stuff for a second, right? James, you're watching two people who are real life friends have a falling out, and neither of them know how to have a conversation with one another because one of the two have gone lower than the other. So there is no like, you know, there is no like compromise. So at that point, everything's public. And I mean, it's for the benefit of the chat, really. You guys get to win and see the shit show, but it's two real life friends having a falling out at the end of the day. Are you wearing blackface right now? No, no, I'm not. I appreciate that though. I'm going as the meat and potatoes on Halloween based. I was going to say based. Why not? Because I'm at work. It's probably not a good idea in 2022 to go as blackface anymore. So, oh, that's right. So, we brought up Kiwi Farms briefly. So apparently Josh's site came back up for like a brief moment, for like a week, maybe 2. I don't know. It did, and it got nuked again, unironically, and this time way worse than it's ever been nuked, mind you guys. Darrell Brooks' case is fucking hilarious. We'll talk about that in a second. So Josh has, if you go to the KiwiFarms.net thing, there's like this 503 error page, and then underneath it, Josh has written this text, this schizophrenic, who's we? Come home. What do you mean, Doomer? I don't know what you're saying. Who's we? Just tell me who we is, and then we'll go from there. Rav misses you? Is this like director? Doomer takes? Is that directors, people? Ravarov could just DM me. And Mo, I don't even talk to Mo. Mo used to have an issue with me. I don't really care. What? All right, hold on. If this is director, what we're gonna do The bird misses you. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. But you're interrupting my fucking time. So, goodbye. Goodbye. Sorry, bud. You were annoying the piss out of me because you were being too cryptic. Next time when somebody asks you a question, you just answer it, bro. Like, hey, who are you? Oh, we miss you, bro. Come home, white man. Yeah, so Seth, actually, I fixed my computer. My computer's completely fixed now. I do not have a proper monitor for it, so it's on my TV, but it's fixed. It's fixed. So I may or may not start working on videos again, or maybe do a stream or two every now and again, like an actual stream, like with content and like fucking overlay and like a bunch of shit ready to go and some shit for you guys to see or read and enjoy. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So Josh, all right, so Kiwi Farms comes back for a couple weeks and it's fucking nuked. And this time it's different than before. And the reason why it's different than before, guys, is because this ISP was a company called Zayo. Zayo is a huge international telecom distribution company, not an ISP. It is an ISP, but it's really not. What Gamergate Part 2 is back? Yes. So what Zayo is, essentially, what Zayo and a lot of these companies like Zayo, like Viacom, which is like Time Warner, AT&T, a lot of these companies will put a lot of fiber and copper in the ground for the internet, wires for companies, ISPs to use to sell you service for your internet. This is how the majority of your internet makes it to your house, by the way. So when 9 times out of 10, when you guys are paying for your internet, you're not actually paying the person who owns the internet, you're paying the person who's leasing the internet and leasing it to you. This is what Josh gets for not showing his outline, Ham. No, I don't want... Josh's penis doesn't work, Ham. It wouldn't work out if he showed us an outline. We would see a broke dick, right? Everyone would be more horrified at the fact that Josh did an outline stream, right? I think we all would agree on that. It's broke dick, bro. If your broke dick don't work, nobody wants to see it. Sargon was right. He was. The Lotus was right. So anyway, so Josh loses Zayo. Zayo is above his ISPs. Zayo is the one that leases out the internet to the ISPs to sell to you. Never be a woman? Okay. So that's basically it. So Josh got pulled by a distribution company. When you get pulled by someone like Zayo, Zayo works hand in hand and meets almost monthly with every other major ISP companies or distribution companies, right? Like Virgin Internet and stuff like that. Like all of the UK distribution company is Virgin, etc., etc. When they do that, you get blacklisted across the board. And so Josh is furious because he knows that this implication means that Josh can never really get a proper ISP or a host again. Period. Across the board. At least he can't unless he literally changes his identity to a degree where they won't know he is, and he never tries to bring back the name Kiwi Farms in any capacity. We are doing Blackstone Fortress? Okay. Who is we? What is this? I don't really understand what the fuck you're on about. 40K game starts this weekend. Is this... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know who this is. Is this Sparrow? Are you Sparrow? Are you Australian? Is that who this is? I know me and Sparrow have talked about doing a 40K tabletop game when we were still alright. But we're not alright, so I don't really want to know what that has to do with me. You miss me. It's kind of gay. I'm good. I'm good though. I appreciate that you guys think about me. But come hash it out in voice chat. Hash what out? There's nothing to say. Here, Sparrow, let's give the facts, Sparrow. Some crazy fucking people that you hang out with, that Director hangs out with, that Helena hangs out with, all you people that I've known you guys for years. We played video games for years. We've talked to each other for years. On a personal level, I've known you for years. You had crazy people come around, harass a bunch of people. You guys did nothing about it, or you did baby steps to curb it. And then they started sending bomb threats with my address and pictures of my family and my house to me. to the point where we had to have cops come out to check if there was a bomb on our property because they kept suggesting that they mailed me a fucking pipe bomb. And then your guys' reaction to that was, after they admitted that they did this, they thought it was the funniest shit in the world, was you took their side. You took their side. You said that was okay. And then you guys, so I said, that's fine. I don't want to talk to any of you guys. You're shitty people, right? Because you are. You're shitty, shitty people. Okay? So I went and hung out with other people that I get along with, that I talk about silly shit all the time, that don't fuck with me. Don't do crazy shit like that, because I don't think anybody wants to get mailed pipe bombs to their house for no reason. And then you guys sent over director, whoever, I don't know, maybe he went on his own, to go and argue for 4 hours about the ethics. It was like some Gamergate shit. It was the ethics around whether or not you should pipe bomb people because they call you a fag on the internet. I mean, that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And like 20 people were in voice chat telling you all to get fucked. Nobody agreed with you guys. It was dumb as fuck when you guys did your stupid argument, and you looked stupid for it. So do I want to hang out with people who think it's cool and funny to let other people like threaten to blow up their fucking houses and dox them and swat them? No, I don't want to hang out with you. You're bad people. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hang out with you. There's nothing to hash out. You can go fuck yourself collectively with a screwdriver. Do you understand? There you go. Since you guys want it on the internet, for some reason you're coming in my chat to want to have this talk. So now everybody knows that there are shitty people who will pretend to be your friend, who will then hang out with people who swat your house and will fucking do fake bomb threats to your house because they think it's funny. And then they'll take their side. You're shitty people. Go fuck yourself. Don't ever ask me again to come hang out with you or play fucking 40K with you or tabletop with you. I don't like you. I'm not going to like you. When your dad died and you came to all of us drunk and cried and shit like that, I had your back. And when my family was threatened, you guys didn't have my back. I don't want to be cool with people like that. Nobody wants to be friends with people who don't have their backs. I think that's pretty fair to say. So move on with your life. Don't fucking contact me. Gaslighting you more than Amaranth's boyfriend? Whatever helps you cope at night, bro. This is weird. Like, it's really weird. Sparrow, I don't know what you're doing right now. This is weird as fuck. But anyways, sorry about that, chat. It is a Q&A, so you guys got to hear some fun shit, I guess. There you go. It's weird shit. I'm Amaranth's boyfriend. "10 years hanging out, telling you not to act like a spurg online. It was the master plan. We wanted to be your friend. Friends don't take the sides of people who fucking send bomb threats to their friends' houses. I'm sorry. You're not going to spin this weird narrative. You all called me a liar, and you went directly to the people who did it. They laughed and said they did it, and you all said that was fine. And you argued that I was in the wrong because I got a bomb threat to my house. They threatened to blow up my family and kill my kid. You understand? Like, I don't know how you're spinning this weird ass narrative in chat that this is like anything, that this is like somehow me giving a hot take on the internet about something innocuous is like, oh, Kiwi Farms is dead. It justifies pipe bombs to people's houses and dead kids. I'm streaming. All right, you're gone, dude. We're not doing this anymore. Get the fuck out of my chat. Just because I'm answering your questions, because I'm bored, I'm driving to work, I'm just talking innocuously, because there's no content on the internet right now, doesn't make that lolcow behavior. You don't even know what the fucking word means if you think that people are asking you questions. You're in my chat, you keep coming back because you want to have a conversation with me about shit that you guys are involved in because you're shitty people. Go be shitty people somewhere else, bro. It's a cop stream, Shamu. Did they say outlines of the pipe? No. They just told me to check my mailbox with a video bomb being built and put in there with a picture of my house. They had like a picture of my house. They had my car. They had They sent me my address. They said check the mailbox. Shit like that. It was really fucked up. You're done. What's up, Euros or Arizona? So, all right. Sorry about all that, Gully. Because somebody in the chat really wanted my attention. So anyways, so Kiwi gets pulled by Zayo. Zayo is a distribution company to majority of ISPs international. The Josh's reaction to this, it's like docs one of their employees through like an email that was sent out between this employee. He told his guy's job, he was doing like a job fair in Belgrade, to show up and harass this guy for taking the email about Kiwi Farms, essentially. Baldywood. Shout out to your... Where is Coffee? He's usually here. He's probably too early. It is a very early stream. So because they did all this, because of all that, breathing and coping about this whole thing for the majority of the time. I don't know if Josh is going to actually get his site up to full capacity ever again. If he was going to, I think the only way he could do it literally is changing his identity so that they don't know who he is, and changing the name completely. It can never be Kiwi Farms again. Bronx Beats! Bronx Beats in the chat. So, no, hold on. Bronx. You can't do, like, you got a wrench. That doesn't mean, oh no, Bronx is out off the rails. I gotta unwrench Bronx. How could you, Bronx? I'm sorry, Galdi. Can you get us quit? No Warriors. I will never give you an outline. Bad Bronx. Bronx is grounded. Looking for group? What happened to Christorian X, Euros? I don't even know. He like disappeared. I thought Christorian X was like a Vickers family member. Wasn't that the case? Like everybody assumed that he was just working for the Vickers? He was like a family member, like a brother of Faith's or something. Well, am I wrong on that, or? I don't know. I can't remember the lore. I just know Christorian X was cringy as fuck. Justice for Bronx. Bronx lost his wrench, boys. It's over. He was talking. Yeah, I remember that he was giving Flamenco advice on how to basically, like, delete fucking everything, which was interesting and weird. But I don't know much else about that. Yeah, he just left because he got outed, right? Because he was a Flamenco fan. But this goes back to, see, this is a problem too. The Christorian X thing, he moved into a streamer house with me and Rand. Yeah, Euros, if you started doing Kino Corner with Randbot, I would probably be amazing. I would watch your Kino Corner more, even though I don't like your streams usually. I hate to say it, I mean, you talk shit about me all the time, so I don't ever like them too much, because I'm just like, oh, okay, there's another joke. But it's something that, I like your Hormaxer. Hormaxer was amazing. I love everything about Hormaxer. When you showed me Hormaxer, I had to get invested in more of this guy because he was just too funny. So I do appreciate that. There is a line at the end of this. No, I will not hit a tree. I'm sorry. I did my job and I got rid of Caldy. Bronx, no one told you to sweep it. We love Brian. Euros, no. I remember when Grossly invited me on your show, Euros, about Andy Worski, and I didn't know anything about you. I didn't even know Grossly was live. I didn't know who you were. And so, Ham, Bronx did nothing wrong. I don't know, man. It's funny. I like Josh freaking out. I enjoy Josh suffering, so I'm okay with it.